The role of command and dispatch officer has been described as the backbone of the police force, key for the communication between officers and the public.
I think often we have a misconception that maybe the public just deal directly with police officers, and that's not the case. Normally, it's not just a two-way process, it's more of a triad between the members of the public, police officers, and the command and dispatch officer. It could be the case that a police officer is dealing with an incident where he then has to deal with an individual, and he'll relay that information back to the command and dispatch. And from there, the command and dispatch officer can provide further information that could be pertinent for what the officer's dealing with.
PC Trinidad says the officers likely to be freed up will return to general policing duties.
The current command and dispatch officers, yes, they are serving officers. However, they've had limited training in command and dispatch in terms of what needs to be covered in that specialised role. Also, it's a role which is predominantly run by civilians in the UK. So it just feels like we're going in the right way for the organisation by civilianising the role. And if it's a case that there's an abundance of officers on shifts, it may be a case that then we can open up other vacancies. At the same time, we're also recruiting for our police constable role. So that will also be an influx on officers.
So between redeployment and new recruits, what would you like to see these extra officers focus on?
I think we're quite lucky here in Gibraltar where there's not a high crime rate. So I think that it would be very good to have them traffic, because obviously we've got more and more traffic coming in from Spain. You see more and more people jumping red lights.
They should be very visible, not in the cars, but walking around.
I think they do a good enough job already.
At night time you can't see many policemen around. There's loads of people coming out of Ocean Village, lots of fights at night. I live there, so I can hear them.
I think on the roads, a lot of people like overtake on the right-hand side, the scooters, a lot of people like that, they don't get caught ever.
I live in Rosehill, I never see police down there at all. Oh, the police station there, but I never actually see a policeman as such.
And if you're thinking about joining the force, what qualities should you have?
We're looking for individuals that can make decisions on their own 2 feet. We're looking for individuals that want to serve the public's interest.
As an officer yourself, why would you recommend being part of the police to anyone thinking about joining the force?
Well, me personally, I've always looked at it as there's no higher purpose than service to others. And to have the opportunity to obviously have some sort of impact for any member of the public, there's nothing better.
If you're interested in either role, more information can be found on police.gi.